For each and every one of you have been brought here today, and we thank you for you've allowed us to come out of our box at this present time. You can, if you wish, now relax and open thy eyes, for we understand you are here for your own particular reasons of self-growth. This we congratulate you with. All is well. We will say this plentiful times tonight, that all is well, and all has been well, and all will be continued to be well. You can, in amongst this transition, ask a few questions if you want to, for then we will focus on you as an individual. May we remind you, for we are the Council of 12. We are not the Galactic 7. They are an individual group who come together to talk about galactic things. We know by the vibration that is in this room, that is coming from each and every one of you, we have come with particular reasons in mind. And this we will do our best to open your eyes to your individual presence of who you all are and why you come together. We will tell you one thing now. You are all from the same soul family. All of you. You incarnated down here to have an individual expression of your life. You are doing this now. Some of you find yourself with illnesses of health, of relationships that are not working. This is all meant to be. This gives you the opportunity to go within, beloveds, all of you, and find the peace that passes all understanding, and to ask yourself why. When you ask this, when you ask the higher beings to come and help you, they will help you. They will never ever stand away from you, but it is your gift of free will always to ask a question. Come in, please. Teach me, show me, guide me to that person. We shall be the signpost of the way, for we are all signposts. The instrument, our partner, he is just a signpost for you to point you in the right way. And in time you go upon this highway, you meet another signpost. And that signpost will give you another idea, another way, another highway to travel. The finest, the best highway, beloveds, is to go within yourself always. Meditate. Find a peace that passes all understanding. It doesn't have to be what we said then, meditation. It could be playing the piano, but in your meditative state. Walking your dogs. Being in something that you want to be in, and letting the mind roam free so it comes back relaxed with knowledge. But we would prefer, for this present time, meditation. We guide you. We do not show you or tell you what to do. We guide and show you if you let us. For you are all divine. You have just forgot it. Some of you in this room know it by heart now. Some of you are recognizing this within you. There's more to me than this. Well, congratulations, loved ones. There is. You have turned the corner, as the channeling has said. You've come from the dark to the light. Now, how may we assist you? Do you have individually as a collective group any questions to start the ball rolling? For there's many topics to be touched tonight, and many individual hearts can be touched. Question, please.
I have a question. How do we address you? First of all.
Sorry, the instrument did not hear the question properly.
How do I address you? Is it Dennis or is it Council or?
Love. Just
Love.
address him with love.
Okay. I wanted to ask about the ego and the birth of the ego from its time, and the work that the ego is here to do, if that is the case, if the ego is here to do work.
You may have seen the dog jump on his lap then. It is fine because he has merged his instrument's mind with our mind. He is not a dumb channeler. He has the ability to merge his mind with ours and ours with him. He feels everything what you're doing. The coughing, the sneezing, the blowing the nose, the tap dance to the little pooch. He understands. The ego, dear sir. We know by your vibration, this has been a particle of your life that you try to understand, and we say now, congratulations. But when you know about the ego will change its track to try to get at you. But once you know it won't get at you, it kind of gives in. The ego, as you sit in meditation, can and sometimes make you yawn, make you cough, bring thoughts and feelings within you up for you to focus on. This is one of the ways that the ego will talk to you, will try to get command, try to get the domain back, for it doesn't want to give it back to the soul, but in time it has to, because the ego came in with the soul as a pseudo-soul. It is there. You are not going to like this, none of you, but it is there on purpose for you to understand, for you to, what in your earthly words we would say, battle against. But there is no battle. If you just relax and say, the ego's having a go, so what? Change your way of thinking. Change the way you speak to yourself. First and foremost, sir, it is about your patterns in your own individual brain, mind, earthly body we are concerned about. For when you understand the ego has had domain over you, but now because you're moving from the third dimension to the fourth dimension, which we spoke about earlier, you will understand the ego will tend to want to distract you even more. For there's no place in this other dimension for the ego. You are on the way home. Not only you, but all people here in this room. We are on the way home. The instrument is going home. He just passes the knowledge on to you. He is not your teacher. We are not his teacher. We help him to understand that we pass the knowledge on to all of you. The ego, make it your friend. Did this answer your question, or is there something else?
No, it's fine, thanks.
Can I ask about the ego?
Well, we thought we just answered it, but you may.
We need some ego, don't we, to carry on our day-to-day lives?
If you think that, then you think it.
If we didn't have ego, would we be able to still carry on our day-to-day lives?
You would, but you will be unconscious of being conscious. Because the ego, as we've just explained again, we will say you're splitting a hair here, but we understand what you're talking about. Come away from the mind and come into the heart. The heart will show you the right way. It will give you the right words to say. But when the instrument comes from the ego, it comes from his mind. When he relaxes and says, well, what would the masters do? What would the council do? Or what would the new people do? The Baptist 7 do? That comes from the heart. For the heart is love. The ego is not love. It is mind control. Always come from thy heart, and you understand why you're here. You're here to transform yourself from what you think, from an earthly being, into a spiritual being. No. You've always been, all of you, spiritual beings.